Morning traders, having a look at a gold short sell trading opportunity that presented itself last night. Gold's been in a really strong uptrend, no doubt. So I just want to show you, for those people who were in this uptrend, looking at levels that potentially taking profit as the stars align, so to speak. So for myself, I wasn't in that long position, so I was looking for going counter trend at an opportune time for multiple reasons. Because remember, going counter trend, it can be a tricky business, as often the trend is your friend and they keep going. So I'm looking to take advantage of a correction, and perhaps the money I use making money on the counter trend short sell, I could potentially use to buy back into gold. So that's sort of some of the thinking that I'm using when I'm trading. Now, what I'm showing you here is a weekly chart on gold. So I'll just get myself out of the way a little bit. There we go. So this is the weekly trend. So obviously gold, if we look at the MACD down the bottom on the weekly, is in an uptrend now. It's broken through that 1833 resistance, moving higher. So I had a level put in. So I said, right, this weekly resistance up around 1875, 76. I was saying to myself, if we get a failure up there with a small risk, I could look at potentially going counter trend. So last night, I also put in a Fibonacci. So the Fibonacci on the weekly from this top here to the most recent bottom, you can see that there, coincided not only with weekly resistance at 1875, but we're also at a 79% retracement level, okay? Now, if you throw that in and combine that perhaps with some news that is, remember, we're going gold versus the US dollar. So as the news came out, as price was right up where I wanted to be a seller, positive news, surprise, surprise, came out on the US dollar as well. So I'm just highlighting it here for you all. You can see that there, the core retail sales smashed expectation from 1% up to 1.7%. The retail sales came out extremely positive as well. They even got some industrial production positivity there, almost double, okay, out of the US. So all of those things combined are going to be positive for the US dollar. So looking at gold against the US dollar, up at a 79% retracement level on the long term on the fib, weekly resistance, positive news, all of those things combined. I zoomed in on the 15-minute chart and I was looking at a potential trade setup. So this was the setup here. And then on the 15-minute chart, not something I use for gold all the time, but when I'm looking at a news events coming out, I'm seeing it that up at that black line, we get these railroad track type 15-minute candles as the news is breaking, very positive for the US dollar. So therefore, weak for gold against the US dollar, right up at today's projected high. And at this point here, I'm thinking, well, risk is only relatively slight. I can just put it above a couple of dollars above perhaps that previous high there at 18.75.99, like right up to the level that I was looking for some correction, and boom, down it comes. So huge move down all the way down to today's projected low. So these are the types of times where I want to make sure I've got a whole variety of reasons for the market to be correcting, both fundamentally, both looking at major news events on one side of the trade, in this case, positive on the US dollar side, and also gold being up at key technical levels where there is a high probability or a higher probability of some kind of correction, enough for me to get risk out of this trade. So thought I'd highlight that trade with you all. Happy trading to you all today. All right, talk soon.